Hello and welcome back everyone. Today is a very special video because we have now hit 10,000 subscribers. This is a huge milestone for the channel, so I decided to do something special today. So for this project, I decided to build a giant mansion for my channel's minifigure. I really like the design of this Creator 3-in-1 modern house. I didn't want to stick with the original build, so I got 3 to build my own. My goal was to make a giant and unique house. So here you can see a side-by-side of the original build as well as the house that I came up with. You can see I stuck to the main design but added a lot of other extra pieces onto it. Some of the very obvious differences between the two is the large pool in the front here. I used 2 of the sets to double the pool size. I've also added a 3rd level to the house as well as an extension in the middle. It's not quite another level, but it does extend the ceiling pretty high. This part did not use all 3 sets. This is actually 1.5. One of the issues I had with this already was the open back. So the other 1.5 sets went into making the other half of this build. Here you can see what looks like an identical copy of the other part. There are a lot of differences between the 2 halves. As you can see here, the 2 pieces connect perfectly in the center. This is my completed mansion build. The exterior was looking phenomenal and I was really happy with how it turned out. So now the next step of this build was moving on to the interior. First thing I wanted to build was a vault. Instead of making a generic vault, I decided to make him a character of his own. So now we have Vaulty the Money Muncher. Thought it was a pretty silly idea, but I really like how he turned out. He's got some little green eyes, a keypad, and an arm at the front. Next up, I wanted to build a couple of extra suits. So I had one that was pretty close to my original character, as well as this other one. I could easily fit all of these in the top level. I also added a little bin full of money next to the vault. In the original set, there was no staircases to get from one level to the other, so I had to find some in my own collection. Here I made a little version of my recording setup. I added a couple microfigures to represent LEGO minifigures. The mansion is fitted with many rooms like this kitchen, a living room with a couple drinks and a pizza, as well as the bedroom. The bed is green because it's the color of money. There's also a couple of these hangout rooms in this taller section of the mansion, which come together to form one room when you connect them. Here's a little archaeology section. I made some custom fossils like this ammonite shell using a lasso. I included a lot of different artifacts. One of them was this statue I got from an Ninjago set. It came with some unique armor pieces to spice up the archaeology room. Here you can see the back of it with the removed window panel. I could put in the fossil and the statue in nicely. I had to add some dinosaur-themed Easter eggs in reference to my dinosaur videos. Here's the backyard with a couple of chairs, a fire pit, and some palm trees. A flower box on the side and a big swimming pool in the front. I decided to add a telescope from one of the recent minifigure series on the balcony. I also decided to include a lot of different animals like this cockatoo, as well as this fluffy cat mold from a recent minifigure series too, and this toucan piece which I put on a little perch inside. I also added a koala hanging on this tree. But most importantly, I had to add my pet chihuahua Dinky. Luckily, LEGO made a white chihuahua piece which is perfect to represent him, so I put him right outside next to the pool. If anyone's been around for a few years, you might have seen him on this channel before. Now that we've added all the animals, I wanted to add another one of these light fixtures somewhere else in the house. Luckily, there was the perfect space in this extension of the 3rd floor. I connected it with a 2x2 half plate half tile piece. This ensured that when I connected the 2 halves that they would be able to slide in place. While we're looking at the house from this angle, you can see the rock wall that I added too, which is also the back of the chimney. I eventually ran out of white plates for the roof. Instead of finding other white plates for my collection, I decided to use the extra doors for a skylight. Now we've taken a full tour of the entire mansion. But I still felt like it was missing something, so I got this car. Its black and white color scheme matched the house perfectly, so I added it to the side to give our figure his own car. To give the car some more personality and make it more unique, I was thinking about adding a custom license plate. But for now, I can call the mansion complete. I was really excited to see it all come together. So now we can add my figure onto his house. I hope you all enjoyed this mansion since it was almost 3,000 pieces to complete. I thank you all very, very much for 10,000 subscribers. Hoping we can keep the channel growing for many years to come. But for now, I thank you all very much for watching. Bye!